How can we preach holiness when we ourselves are sinful? Huh? How can we do it? Well, the Bible is clear that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Further than that, if we say that we are without sin, we lie and do not know the truth. So if we think that we've come to a point in our Christian lives where we no longer are sinning, then we don't know the truth. We don't know the reality about what's going on. But how can we preach holiness? How can we preach about purity when we ourselves are sinful? Well, it's something that we have to do. Whether we're a preacher or whether we're just your ordinary, run-of-the-mill, average Christian, which, by the way, all preachers are ordinary, run-of-the-mill, average Christians. There's no real difference between a preacher and a regular Christian. There's artificial differences that we understand. There's no magical, mystical difference. But how could we, as Christians, talk to somebody about sinful behavior when we ourselves are sinful? Jesus said, how can you help someone with a speck in their eye when you have a log in your own eye? In my own life, I've taken it to the extreme of, if someone else has a log in their own eye, how can I help them with a speck in my own eye? We all have sinful inclinations. We all have sinful urges. I've actually found that I can help people more when I'm struggling with the same sin, or at least I've struggled with the same sin, than when I can't relate to it at all. If I've had a history of lust, or if I've had a history of theft, or if I've had a history of murder, then I could help people who have had those situations, or who are going through those situations currently, to overcome and to live for Christ. But when I think I'm better than them, which the scriptures clearly teach that I'm not, but when I think that I'm better than them, when I think that I'm not subject to that temptation, to that sin, we can fall into the trap of judging and condemning. But when we recognize our own sinfulness, far from being a hindrance to preaching holiness, to commending other people to righteousness, our own sin becomes an experiential base from which we can help other people when we are honest about our own transgressions, to help them to overcome their transgressions. It's something that the Bible commands us to do. There's not a single book of the Bible in the New Testament which does not, at some point, encourage us to holiness. Therefore, as Christians, we have to take holiness seriously.